Hey guys, Garry Dean, Rapid Ride Rehab. Whole lot of things going on today that I want to talk to you about. I'm doing a couple of things for you guys and excuse me, and a couple of things for me. Man, all right. Let's see if you can. All right, you can see me. Maybe this needs to be over here. Yeah, a little bit. Yes, better. All right. So, got some things today. You guys are familiar with the DX, the Inokraft DX, Drizzle X. Pretty fantastic little piece of equipment for sure. Quite a bit different than what I have here, the Hychika. So Hychika reached out to me when they saw all of my DX videos and were like, hey, you want to try this? And I said, let's do it. I'm sure they assumed that I was going to compare it to the DX because, well, I've been using the DX a lot. I'm all about the DX. It works very well. I really like it, especially on smaller jobs. Bigger jobs, it's a little cumbersome just with size. But Hychika was like, hey, we want to send you this. Would you like to do a review? I said, absolutely. So they mailed me this on their dime. I did not purchase this. I have used it already, as you can see. It's got paint all over it. I actually used it to paint the interior of my paint bay, and it works very well. I use the 2.6. I don't know where it went, but I put the 1.8 in there now, and I have the 1.8 for the DX in here because today we're going to be talking about primer. We are going to be using the Lauco all-in-one 777 2K primer and the 772 activator. I get this Lauco primer on Amazon. I also prefer to use the Lauco reducers. They work very well, and they're generally the same, or they're usually a little bit less expensive than the other premium brands, and it works the same. So why would you not pay less if it works the same? So that's why I use their reducers. This actually is extra slow because it's 9,478 degrees in Tampa, Florida area today. So I got the Hychika all cleaned out. The DX stays cleaned out, as you know, because, well, it takes the cup system. This is a true automotive painter situation, whereas the Hychika was designed for house painting for smaller jobs. But as you know, this is one of the top guns on YouTube that people are using and comparing them to the DX, or they're using this instead of the DX. Now, the big difference is this is about $80 cheaper. I didn't check the current going price for the Hychika. When I looked last, it was $55 for this. What you will notice about the Hychika that you do not get with the DX, and actually it's a better situation with the DX, is all of the internal parts on the Hychika are plastic. The needle is plastic. The nozzle right here in the center on the DX is brass. These are plastic for the Hychika. From the videos that I have seen with the Hychika, I feel like it doesn't really matter. These plastic pieces are just fine. They don't seem to deteriorate when you're using them with thinners and that kind of thing. I wouldn't soak anything in thinners for a long period of time because I feel like you will have a negative situation, but I don't know. Have to check it out. Anyway, this thing's all cleaned up and ready to go. We are going to shoot some primer. I wanted to do a primer series with the DX anyway. I have not shot high build primer out of the DX. I have absolutely shot 3 different times sealer out of the DX. It actually works very well. I'm more than happy with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix up some primer. We are going to mix up this Lauco primer, and basically we're going to shoot it out of both guns. I got 2 fenders over here already pre-prepped. We're going to shoot the primer out of both guns, and we're going to compare finishes of the primer and how it actually feels whenever it's coming out of the gun, and you know, all the thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this straightened up, and I'll bring you back when I'm ready to get something mixed. Okay, so now I got you. I am missing my other tripod, and I'm doing it with the smaller one today, and unfortunately it's a little bit low. Even though I'm 5'6", I am definitely vertical challenged. It's still a little low. All right, we got our Lauco 2K Primer 777. I've been using this for about 3/4 of a gallon, and I can't find anything wrong with this. It builds well. It works awesome for a sealer. Comes out very smooth. Even in one heavier coat, works great. High build primer, it builds pretty decent. It sands very well. I really just don't have any real negative thing to say about it. This can be used as a sealer and a high build primer. Before you use anything, always, any automotive product or any product that is chemically formulated, always read the TDS sheet. That is the technical data sheet for the product you're dealing with. All of them have it. On your phone, you can Google it. For example, Lauco 777 primer, TDS. It'll pop right up. You'll have all the information you need. But most of the time, the manufacturers have how you mix things up on the label. With this, I don't know if you can see it, but this says for primer filler, you want to run this at 4:1. So 4 parts of the primer, 1 part of this 772 activator. For a primer surfacer, which is just a little thinner primer, where you're trying to not build as much, you're going to run this 4:1 to 1 with reducer. And if it's a hot day, obviously you're going to use slow reducer. If it's mid-temp, that's generally from, I don't know, 65 to 85-ish. Also check your manufacturer for that, because there's so many different ratios and the way you mix it out there. For a primer sealer, this mixes 4:1 to 2 parts reducer. What we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and test the 1.8 nozzles out of both of our guns. The 1.8 nozzles should be able to, with no, because I use a 1.7 generally when I shoot this primer out of my regular guns. This should be great out of a 1.8. So always mix thoroughly. When it comes to primer, especially high build primers like this one, you will likely have a accumulation on the bottom of the can that it's in. Make sure you don't have any of that and everything is flowing properly. That's all the chemicals need to be blended back together for that product to work properly. So mix, 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 mix well. And don't just shake the can, because that doesn't get it all off the bottom and blend it in. Sometimes you just gotta sit there and mix it. So that's where we're at. So we're gonna do a high build filler primer. We're gonna run this at 4:1. Random cups, if you're not familiar with it, I'm just gonna act like you're all do-it-yourselfers and you know nothing. And that's how I like to teach things. I like to give you more information than you need so that you don't ask me 9,000 bazillion questions about stuff I've already covered. So I will go ahead and let you know about these cups. All right, proportioner cups. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them online. Lots of companies have them. These actually came from TCP Global. They have some good stuff too. Their lines are pretty good. But here you can see 1:1, 2:1, 3:1, 4:1. These also have the extra reducer option, like 4:1 to 1 right here. If you were to run this as a primer sealer or a primer surfacer, you would run the 4:1 to 1. But for our situation, we're going to go up to the 3 and then the other 3 with the activator. So with that said, always sit your cup out and put the 4:1 or whatever ratio you're working with right there. All right. There's our primer our filler primer. All up in it. Now, cover this back up. What we're going to do now is we're going to get out our activator. Always shake your activator. Always shake it up. Some activators will separate, some do not. I always shake just to make sure I don't have any problems. So, we're at the 3 here. We're going to go up to the next 3. With our activator, just like so. Then we mix it up. You want that activator to mix all up in your primer so that it can actually harden up so that it will fill properly and you can sand it. So get it all mixed up real good.